name here says it all. Mammoth Mountain. Suspended in a world of glittering mountains. It is immense and enormous, and the course here is very dangerous. Hello once again, everybody. I'm Peter Graves. Glad to be with you. I'm standing at a little bit over 11,000 feet in the thin air up here on one of the most exciting and dangerous downhill mountain bike courses anywhere in the world. You know, Mammoth Mountain, well, it is superlative. It is a place where the ski season ends on the 4th of July, and then the mountain bike season begins. If we look right over here to my left, you take a look at the snows of winter that are long in leaving up here. In fact, the pockets of snow will stay here year-round. The course here, well, it is spectacular. It is 3.5 miles long, of the wildest ride in the mountain bike sport. Here to tell us more about the course, standing by on one of the outrageous turns, is our Susan DiMente. Susan?
Thanks, Peter. We're watching these guys make their final preparations in training to go down the hill, and it's unbelievable. I'm at Scotty's turn, which is the first major turn on this course, probably the fastest, most dangerous turn anybody's going to encounter here. So we have some interesting conditions. It's almost like Mars up here in Mammoth. If you take a look, some of the dirt, very, very loose, very, very slippery. There's lots of bumps on the course. They're reaching such high speeds with such dry conditions that I'd be frightened out there.
Today, our show being brought to you by Visa. The National Off-Road Bicycle Association prefers Visa. And GT Bicycles, who reminds you, it's your world, ride it. The Blast-Off is coming up. NORBA. Ride for your own reasons.
Boys, check it out, huh? The lady killer has arrived.
Beautiful workmanship. Real team spirit.
For the team. Coach. Check it out.
Dawson, nice tattoo. Even traded to Miami.
Can I get your locker?
Not going anywhere for a while? Grab a Snickers.
What do you think?
Definitely looking more like a fish. You're like a fish.
Yeah, fish.
Nobody's tougher on motor oil than a police force. The extreme stress and searing heat generated by their hard driving can break down an oil in no time. That's why hard-working police forces use Castrol GTX, the only leading 10W30 that provides maximum protection against both viscosity and thermal breakdown. Because some people have more important things to worry about. Castrol GTX. Drive hard. And try Castrol Syntec Blend for added synthetic protection.
Welcome back, everybody, to Mammoth Mountain, California. I'm Peter Graves. You know, downhillers are a special breed. They thrive on adrenaline, on a quickened pulse, on danger. This is what some of the riders are willing to sacrifice for a ride down this course. Only a chosen elite few are daring to go down this course, but lots of people watch it. So let's go down the kamikaze and enjoy the ride. You take the car to the top, the gates open up, you're on course. It's a test for body and mind. Pedal, 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 get up to the zen of speed. And don't look down as you set up for one of the most dangerous turns on the mountain bike circuit, Scotty's turn. Once you're through there, it's back up to speed. Here, you're streaking at almost 60 miles an hour. Now back onto the gas. You try to gain more speed. You pick the right line to set up for the next turn. You continue to gain speed. Your senses are on overload. Now from the barren, sandy, alpine landscape, the course drops below timberline. You're only halfway down. You set up for the next turn. Oh, baby, you're going fast now. Now the course begins to flatten out just slightly. You can make big chunks of time right here. Out of the rough right here. Back into the tuck. Try to be as low as you can. You're thinking aerodynamics and pedal, pedal, pedal. But your legs are still quivering. It's dusty through here. Don't blink. You're getting to set up for a turn here. Can you pick up more precious seconds? It's not a nightmare. There's a long sprint into the finish. And you've done it. You're down the Kamikaze, one of the world's most famous downhill courses. Earlier today, we watched Lisa Shear come down the course, and here's what happened. She had a good start out of the starting gate. This was in qualifying, then setting up for Scotty's turn here. Off balance, and Shear goes down. Now, what she did was unbelievable. 3.5 miles of pushing the bike down to the finish line to get into the qualifying today. Talk about an athlete. Lisa Shear is all that and more. And now we're with you as we watch Lisa Shear, who desperately wanted to get into the finals, and she is. She's ready to go down this 3.5 mile course here at Mammoth Mountain. Now watch Shear getting set up for this turn, and look at the chatter bumps here. It is unforgiving. This is the area Shear had trouble today, but now she's through it clean. Lisa Shear on the gas, pushing very hard. Now dropping into the timberline section of the course. Lisa Shear coming down to the bottom of the course now and reaching for greatness here in this run. Shear at 4:51.99. A great run. Up at the top we go. Elke Broussard out of Durango, Colorado, riding for Schwinn Toyota. No doubt about it, a great talent. Here's what she had to say earlier today.
This year it's going to be more about suspension and letting go of the brakes, and then that final sprint at the end. I've been thinking of a few critical places here and there where I know I can let go and just pedal into things. The course is faster this year. It's kind of tacky and wet. The turns are much faster. It's definitely going under 5.
Words from Elke Broussard today. Let's watch her set up for this turn. A lot of chatter bumps here. It's very bumpy. Broussard almost going over, using that leg for balance, recovering now, the mark of a great champion. She's back onto the bike now. Coming down to the midway portion of the course. She has lost some time up there to Lisa Shear, who leads at 4:51.99. Broussard coming down to the lower section of the course here, close to the hay bales. Broussard putting on the gas, and now in the final turn, Broussard will have a time of 4:56.37. More to come. Get out of the way. Move it.
Isn't it great knowing you can finally have a beautiful smile without the mess, bother, and expense of other methods? Now it's simple and convenient with these amazing new tooth whitening tablets called OptiWhite.
Developed by dentists, OptiWhite's Minty Fresh tablets are easy to use. They simply dissolve in your mouth, and in just 21 days, you could see results like these. And if you call now, we'll help you keep that beautiful new smile with a free tube of OptiWhite toothpaste, both for only $19.95. Call 1-800-257-5700.
Hello? Oh, hi, Mom. Yeah, my teachers and career counselors are great. They even sent me email. Mom, the whole campus is wired. Yeah, we've got championship NCAA teams. No, I'm not lonely. There's a lot to do here. Rick and I were just going out to shoot some hoops before dinner. Yeah, the food's good. You're making lasagna? You got enough for both of us? We'll be right over.
Adelphi. Stay close. Go far.
Of the Mammoth Mountain Ski Area in California. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Peter Graves, and Kim Saunier, riding for Bofo Cannondale out of Flagstaff, Arizona, is on course. Taking the count now. Stepping into the gate will be Lee Donovan. We'll be watching her in a minute, but right now, all eyes on Saunier. As Saunier drops down into her tuck now, you will notice a little less frenetic pace of the pedaling compared to some of the other riders, but that is an advantage for Kim Saunier, a rider of unquestioned talent. Earlier today, I asked her how you win at Mammoth.
Take some shortcuts.
Some of it is just courage pedaling into the chicane in the first part of the course without hitting the brakes. And the second part is just being able to put my head down and just hammer the bottom part. It takes a lot of just power at the bottom, and I've got big quads.
And that's how you win here at Mammoth. Now, Kim Saunier is chasing the time set by Lisa Shear of 4:51.99. Saunier, from a motocross background, grew up in Virginia, now lives in Arizona. Coming through here very cleanly. Smooth ride. Saunier letting it hang out here. You can pick up big chunks of time with a lot of pedaling on this, the lower section of the course. Kim Saunier coming down. She's going to be off the pace. 4:56.68 will be the time for Kim Saunier. We'll go back up to the top. Lee Donovan, Mission Viejo, California. Riding for the Mongoose team, and she's underway. Donovan, coming from a BMX background in Southern California as a child, quickly up to speed. Now dropping down, setting up for this very difficult turn. It is getting more chattery here, but Donovan has made it through safely. Lee Donovan, of course, who had a medal at the World Championships last year, a silver in Australia, and a former world champion, shows why she's so good. She's aggressive on the bike. Her toughness manifests itself all over this course. Watching Donovan now dropping down into the tuck position. Chasing the time of Lisa Shear at 4:51.99. Can she take any more time off here now? Whipping down to the finish. She's going to be just off the mark of Shear. Donovan at 4:53.41. The course conditions are great, and we go back to the top. It's Sherry Elliott out of Cameron Park, California, riding for Intense and Maxis, taking the count now, and she is underway. Another very powerful and aggressive athlete. She has what it takes to win on any day. Elliott is very smooth on the bike. Nobody corners like she does. And it pays off for her here. She's clean through there and able to pick up time. And now we watch Elliott coming through this area of the course that has been so difficult for so many today. But she's through quite cleanly. One leg off for a little balance, setting up for the turn. Elliott looking great coming down to the bottom of the course now. Elliott, of course, is chasing the time of Lisa Shear of 4:51.99. Marla Streb not here today. She was injured in the qualifying for the dual slalom. That takes pressure off, but look at Elliott here in the tuck. Absolutely beautiful now. Very little drag coefficient through there. Elliott clean through there. Now coming down to the bottom part of the course, trying to pick up time. Elliott is on a beautiful run. And Elliott is going to be down with a time of 4:51.92. She's our new leader. Sherry Elliott collapsing from fatigue at the bottom of the course. We'll go back up to the top. It's Mickey Douglas riding for the Mountain Dew Specialized team out of Bellevue, Washington in this, her final season. We're all going to miss her. What a great champion she has been. Douglas a little slow in getting out of the gate now, but no time for anything else except to put the mind and body into overdrive. Let's watch as she comes down now. We have a new leader in Sherry Elliott now. 4:51.92 is the time. Let's watch Mickey Douglas. You know, knowing that she is going to be retiring at the end of the season, I think there's a lot of pressure off her. She's just riding to have fun. And right now, she's got a great ride going down. Let's see how she can stand the pain up here where there's all-out pedaling and you got to take some risks. Again, the section that's bumpy. Douglas chooses a little bit of an outside line now on the off-camber turn. But her speed is great through there. She has lost no time at all. Again, Elliott coming through that corner faster than we've seen anybody so far today. And she's really on the gas. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Look at that. She drives down. Aerodynamic. No drag through there. At a position reminiscent of Sherry Elliott. Perhaps not so low on the bike, but still very tucked in. Douglas now working her way down to the bottom of the course. This is going to be a great time. If she wins, it's not going to be by much, but Douglas across. 4:50. 4:51.29. She has claimed victory, the last rider down the course. She's done it. Unbelievable for Nikki Douglas, and now a crowd of her fellow competitors are coming over to cheer her on. Her time, 4:51.29. Here's what she had to say.
It was a painful race. The last sprint, it seems to go forever. It doesn't seem to stop. I just put my head down and hope they didn't go off the course.
And so pretty Mickey Douglas has done it today. A victory over Sherry Elliott, Lisa Shear in third, Lee Donovan in fourth. The men take a white-knuckle ride down Mammoth Mountain in just a moment.
Hey, stranger, where you been?
I don't smoke anymore.
Sorry. Great. How'd you do it?
Nicoderm CQ.
CQ? Isn't that the patch with the, 3 steps?
Mm-hmm. I'm doing the steps.
While Nicotrol has only 1 step, CQ has 3. So you gradually step down your dose the way doctors and pharmacists prefer.
Steps, Dad. The way to go.
Nicoderm CQ. The power to calm, the power to comfort, the power to quit successfully.
Yeah, we got a little problem with the hotel. Some kind of, no musician policy. No, it's fine. I mean, I got it all under control. Got it all worked out. I found him a place to change.
What? Bodie, you're handling it. You've got Lenny. No! And you think that that's okay? Bodie, you've got Lenny Kravitz in a gas station bathroom. Please tell me I'm dreaming. Fix it!
Can I carry this to your car?
So, want to take this baby for a spin?
Sure. Mind sitting in the back seat?
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Peter Graves here at Mammoth Mountain, California. We have more action to come, and look at this one rider going down and getting pretty banged up at the bottom. Thank goodness for all the padding these riders are wearing. And now Pete Lonkarovich coming down, and he is going to get mixed up with that rider down, and Lonkarovich is going to be riding off course, and it doesn't look like he's going to be finishing his run. So very disappointing for the rider out of Southern California. Let's go back to the top, and we're ready for more downhill action. Well, here's a guy who never flinches out of Woodland Hills, California. Kurt Voorhees riding for the Eddie team. Very, very strong rider. Everybody's waiting for him to pop into the top echelons of the downhill sport. Now, Voorhees setting up for this turn here. Coming through cleanly, no problem through there, and no loss of speed. Voorhees, no time to enjoy the beautiful scenery of the Minaret Range here, but now down into the tucked position. He has gone for a jolting ride at the top of the course, but great acceleration through the turn. Now Voorhees coming down to the bottom of the course. He's only got this final turn left, and he is through cleanly. And now, coming down to the bottom, he'll be setting the first time to beat for the men. Voorhees, a terrific run. A time of 4:29.68 for the Eddie team. He is our leader for the men right now. We will go back up to the top of the course, and now you'll take a look at Johnny T. That's right, John Tomac. Perfectly calm at the top. A former world champion. His toughness, his ability to ride a bike, absolutely extraordinary. Tomac focusing in squarely on the downhill this year. Tomac leading into the turn, off the bike almost, but back on very quickly. Tomac riding extremely well. John Tomac, who loves the life of a cowboy in Cortez, Colorado, 28 years old, very much on top of his game now. Tomac, terrific on the long courses. He loves this kind of riding, but he's also great through some of the technical stuff in the east, like at Mount Snow in Vermont. Tomac charging. It is amazing that this guy has ridden some of the great one-day classic events in Europe. Tomac coming down to the finish now. Let's watch the time. It's going to be good, but not enough to overtake that of Maurice Tomac at 4:31:47. Go back up to the top. The gates open. It's Todd Schneider out of Woodland Hills, California, riding for Iron Horse. Kurt Voorhees, our leader, at 4:29:68. Snyder now dropping down. The terrain rough. It's over 11,000 feet to drop, more than 3.5 miles from the top of Mammoth Mountain.
Yeah.
Coming around the big, dangerous, tricky turn. He's made it through there. There he comes, smooth on the bike. And he is flying. Great talent. Well, I'll tell you, Todd Snyder may be in the state of California, but he is in a state of great power right now, and relaxation too. A delicate balance. He comes down to the finish line of the course now. Not quite enough to overtake Voorhees, but Snyder at 4:29:77, just behind Voorhees. He's in second place. We'll go back to the top 10. This is number 10. Jeremy Purdy out of nearby Reno, Nevada, riding for Fox Turner. Purdy, a former downhiller with the U.S. ski team, has the skill in abundance and the experience and coming into the maturity to win. Watch him, how smooth he is. He's got to realize just how well he's riding. This is a guy on top of his game. Purdy looking great through that section of the course, making a great attack. Now, extremely low, daring, unafraid of any possible pain that could wait him or danger on this course. Purdy really on fire. A complete all-around downhiller. Look at him go on the attack. Purdy determined. Down here at the bottom, he has shaved seconds off at the midway point. Purdy on fire down here. Look at him go. And now Purdy coming down to the finish line. Let me tell you, he shaved a lot of time off. Purdy's our new leader. Oh my goodness, what a run. But the show goes on. It's Miles Rockwell at the top of the course. Can he do it? Riding from Buffalo, Cannondale. A man who has been very much on top of his game here at Mammoth Mountain. Tall, handsome, strong, and here he goes out of the starting gate. Miles Rockwell quickly dropping down into the tuck and trying to carry the speed of the thin air up here. Rockwell losing a little speed right there. Did you see it? And now a little problem right there. Rockwell does not want to go down. Remember, it was a year ago in Nevigel, Italy, that he fell on very sharp rock and smashed his kneecap in about 6 places. Rockwell, though, has bounced back from that injury, and he's showing why he is one of the best in the world. Out of Durango, Colorado, he has had one Grundig World Cup win in his career. That's coming in Prüm, Austria in '95. And he comes down to the finish, and he's not going to take it. The winner is going to be Purdy. Rockwell with the time of 4:32:61. Let's talk to the winner, Jeremy Purdy.
I did well in the Eliminator last year, and here last year, so I have some confidence on my own that I feel like I'm the one to beat coming into it. So it's a really relaxed attitude, and all I was trying to do was hit my lines, and my bike's working so good that I was able to do it all. It's the easiest race I've done here on this mountain.
This is the first time I finished Mammoth. Usually I get a flat, either qualifying or in my run. So I was just relaxed.
No, I'm still a kid, and I'm just going to keep being a kid and try to win some mountain bike races, and that's all there is to it.
Hey, it's a green light for dual slalom action coming your way from Mammoth Mountain right after the break.
Okay, class, rules of driving. Norman.
Observe the speed limit, stay 2 car lengths behind, and always pass on the left.
There are driving schools, and there are driving schools. At the Russell Racing School in Sonoma, California, you only fail if you get passed. And don't forget your Visa card, because you won't move an inch using American Express. Visa, it's everywhere you want to be.
Like, I'm in a bikini, and he says I'm not fully clothed.
or my T-shirt's too see-through. And I say, look, when I met you, I had a skirt on up to here. And he said, but that was okay, because I didn't know you then.
Be body, be soul, just be.
CKB, the fragrance for people, Calvin Klein.
The CKB gift set with laundry bag and scented dryer sheets, yours for a suggested price of $52.
This weekend, enough racing to make your head spin. Here's what's up ahead this weekend. On ESPN2.
Hi, everybody. I'm Peter Graves. Welcome back. You want to ride with the winners? Well, Eric Carter and the Bomb, Sean Palmer, making his way up to the top of the course. Dual slalom coming up. Sean Palmer ready to go here now. This should be a good one. Palmer on the red course. Eric Carter, the NORBA champion, on the blue, coming down here now. This is a tricky course, and the berm is tough up here. Palmer looking great here, as you can see. Palmer and Brooklyn, they crash into each other. Oh, my goodness, they're both down. And there's a handshake. I guess everything is okay. Let's take another look from another angle. They just crash into each other. These guys wanted it big time. Twist and shout. Sean Palmer, and there it is again. Take a look at it. And now officials are telling us that Sean Palmer collided into the lane of Eric Carter. He'll be penalized 1.5 seconds now. Back up with the women. Here, Katrina Miller coming down to the red course. And Mickey Douglas, riding for Mountain Dew Specialized, who has already had a great day now, jumping out of the lead with a very quick burst of speed here. Miller chasing, but Douglas absolutely on fire. She has been superb today. A lot of motivation. Douglas over the berm. Douglas is going to be going on here with a terrific run. We'll go back to the top we go. Now it's the men's turn. It is Dave Cullinan going up against Jeff Schofield, riding for Rotec White Brothers. Cullinan, a former BMX champion and a former world downhill champion on the blue course, has the lead, riding for KHS. Look at him go through those berms. Use that speed. Bill Tuck out through the berm. It's a sheer burst of pedaling power there, and Cullinan will be victorious over Jeff Schofield. Now the women go. It's Sherry Elliott coming down to the blue course, riding for Intense. And Elliott goes down against Lee Donovan in this battle. Oh, Sherry Elliott making one of her very, very few mistakes. And so Lee Donovan cruising down this course now. She will be our victor, with Sherry Elliott into second place and Mickey Douglas in third, Katrina Miller in fourth. But a nice run for Lee Donovan. Now we'll go back up to the top, the finals of the men. Sean Palmer on the blue course. Eric Carter, riding for Rotec White Brothers, is on the red. Look at Palmer go through. Palmer is on fire today. Don't forget that Carter has a 1.5-second advantage from the first run of the finals. So Palmer, who is riding absolutely wild, is close, but not enough. Eric Carter is going to do it for Rotec White Brothers. What a performance by Palmer in second place. Well, it ends up Palmer unbelievable. Today, our winner for the women, Lee Donovan.
Sherry kind of gave me a pretty easy win here in the slalom, but I worked pretty hard in the downhill, so I was pretty thankful for it.
I usually, historically, I've had trouble racing on this course, believe it or not. I never could seem to ride the sand, and I just relaxed a little bit today, and things worked out for me.
Well, we had a great time at Mammoth. Let's take a look at the women's downhill. Mickey Douglas up on top, Sherry Elliott, Lisa Shear, Lee Donovan in fourth, Elka Broussard in fifth place. And for the men, well, what a day for Jeremy Purdy, riding for Fox and Turner, coming up on top. Kurt Voorhees for Yeti in second, Todd Schneider, John Tomac, and Miles Rockwell. And, of course, Lee Donovan was on top of our dual slalom action today. And there you see also Sherry Elliott, Mickey Douglas. And for the men, Eric Carter, he came down the course like a thunderbolt today. And the dual slalom, Sean Palmer there with the silver medal. Great competition.